probably so. I don't know, Danny. You just gave me a headache. All right, let's talk about a couple of different things that have happened here in the last few days. Now, some of this is very old audio. Some of it is very new audio. The old audio involves our old friend Mike Rhyner. Now, Mike works here at the Ticket. And has for quite some time now.
A long time.
He used to work at a place called the Zoo. 98 point...
It's 97.
97.9. 98. They rounded things off back then.
98 KZEW. It was a rock station that played some of the great album hits of the day.
Right.
And we've listened...
Very carefully formatted and programmed consulted.
We've listened to some old audio from Mike, and I love listening to it because...
Fire out! Gobbler's knob.
It sounds like a different human being.
Come on now.
And we're only talking about 25 years ago. Not that long ago. But somehow your voice morphed into what it is today in those 25 years. You hadn't quite found your voice yet.
Oh,
right?
He found it. He just found the wrong one.
Hadn't that been your excuse that you were kind of searching for an identity?
So far, that's been my excuse. I don't know if I'm actually married to that idea.
All right, we're rolling now.
All right. So Ty found this. Ty Walker, our own Ty Walker, found this.
Yeah, your buddy, your ally.
I'll kill you.
It was sent to me, and I just passed along. I didn't know if we'd heard this or not.
I've been your staunchest supporter.
On some of the worst one-liners ever. It's okay, Ty. That's all right, little buddy.
And the biggest fan of porn birthdays out there.
And then you do something like this.
I'm sorry.
Well, this really isn't that bad, but it just goes back to the question that we've asked you many times. What happened? What was going on in 1984 that caused your voice to behave the way it did?
I don't know.
Okay. The description of his voice to me, as I tried to tell you, have you heard this yet?
No. Oh, I have, yeah.
You did actually listen to it?
Yeah,
okay.
I've got it.
You sound, number one, like you're making a valiant effort to exclusively talk through your nose.
Mm-hmm.
You also sound very cocky.
Mm-hmm.
Just very, I'm an elitist. Like you're so much better than everybody else.
Mm-hmm. Which I am.
And you sound so high.
That's the key here.
Which I might very well have been.
I mean, baked. But I think everybody on that show was.
Not everybody.
Labella?
Little Labella.
He abstained. Did he drink or anything?
No.
He was clean living, wasn't he? He was a full-on vegetarian,
If it had a face, he wouldn't eat it.
That's right.
Well, here are two guys that not only ate faces, but seemed to smoke pot, too. Here is Mike and Rhodey, and this is just...
There's some J-O-ing through a segment.
Yeah, just any random morning. Actually, it's the first day of school, we found out.
Now, there is a Ticket mention in here. There's something that Mike used in the early days of the Ticket that I didn't know where it originated. Well, apparently originated from here, as well as the sing-along.
Yeah, I kind of cut half that sing-along out.
I wish you hadn't.
Yeah. Here we go.
98 KZW pair from Sting. That's probably one that he did on his special there.
Sting, pass me the bean dip, will you might? Wasn't that what it was? Huh? Well, that was Sting.
Was that a joke?
I don't know, but there was definite courtesy laughter going on. And it's that laughter. Yeah. I'm so high, I can barely even get it out, bro.
Yeah, yummy.
All right.
On the police, we double them up on Tuesday for you on the Zoo.
2 for Tuesday?
I guess so.
Sweet.
Or whatever we called it back
Flash
then.
flood watch time today, in effect, till 10:15. 80% chance of showers throughout the rest of the day. And the weekend is looking good, but it's only Tuesday. You got a long way to go, buddy. A long way to go. What am I rushing it for? Rain.
Bring on the weekend, will you, mate?
Might, right.
There you go.
All about, isn't it?
Pause it right there. That's what I'm talking about. The will you mate?
Yeah.
Where did that
What's
come
that from?
Bring On the Night by Sting, the video that he did back then.
Oh, I don't know that.
Mm-mm. But what was the will ya mate?
That's what Rhodey called it.
He called. Oh, okay.
So I'm just stealing from him.
Okay.
Because
you used to do the bring in the weekend will ya mate party, right?
Yeah.
The Hardline would.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's what that came from?
Yeah.
Wow.
Neat.
Let's see. We've got to look at the news coming up in a bit here. Rhyner, you've got an answer to this morning's sports trivia question.
Yeah, we do. It was easy.
It was?
Really easy. Yeah,
Well,
it was
just-
ridiculous.
People have so much on their minds with the first day of school. Want to get those kids off. I mean, want to get them off to school. I mean,
Yeah.
want to make sure you get to work on time. The traffic. People don't have time.
Rain
so,
and everything.
So you gave them an easy one, huh?
Yeah, mainly I just didn't feel like finding a good one last night.
What?
Yeah, man. Just mainly didn't feel like finding.
I mean, it's tough getting off the lazy boy when I'm separating the seeds and stems off the frisbee.
Just couldn't really find one last night, bro. Okay.
You like this?
Are you having fun? This is your Sahara Rain photo, isn't it? Paybacks and MF.
Boy, this is your Sahara Rain photo. I mean, yeah, bro. Just, are we even on the radio? I don't know, man. Who cares? It doesn't matter.
Oh, a little low on energy.
Would you
A
get...
little.
Yeah, well,
Hang
that
on.
Labor Day weekend, I saw you on television.
Well, yeah, and then...
We watched the tape of it. Last
Oh, you did?
Well, we taped the entire. You know, I care about such stuff, so we taped the entire 15 hours of broadcasting. And last night
I guess you saw everybody then.
just about. I saw Tempe. I even got a chance to look at myself.
What TV show are we talking about here?
I don't know.
What half-ass TV program were you on?
Another attempt
Stoned.
at Zoo TV.
No.
Did you guys go across the street and film at Rivershawn Park?
Just flicking joints at one another as the cameras rolled.
let's see, David Levine from the West End Market thing. What a
marketplace.
What a fabulous complex. What a
I'll tell you,
fabulous
it's going to be
complex.
fantastic once they get it going and get it all rented out and everything. if they
David
do.
said that there's
What are we talking about here? The West End?
Yeah, the West End Marketplace.
So that's what this must have been like 83 or something like that?
No. This must have been later. Because, let's see, LaBella left in like 86 or so. Mm-hmm. And they tried to pair Rhodey up with another guy for a while. That didn't take. So the plan then became for him to just do it himself. And that must be what we're listening to here.
Oh, okay. Where'd LaBella go?
He went to Hartford.
Oh, on his own?
To play for the Whalers?
Yeah.
There's going to be a fudge shop down on one of the levels there that they actually sing while they serve you fudge. Did you hear about that?
What a concept.
I know. So it'll be the Ricky Lynn Project making fudge.
Oh, man, he's laughing at it right now,
Yeah.
too.
It's
I thought it was
funny.
I thought it was courtesy laughter,
did
but
too.
man, he thinks it's funny 25
Why
years
is the
later.
what's the Ricky Lynn Project? I don't get it.
It was a well-known band back then.
Ricky Lynn Gregg?
Yeah.
Oh, God, I remember him. What does he have to do with fudge?
That's just Rhodey making a joke. It was funny.
All right.
And,
That was the Rhodey thing.
Wait. We need that little stinger now.
Listen how snooty.
making fudge. And Incredible Jan Houston will be working on Saturdays and Sundays, so be sure to come on down. That's a little local humor. if
And
you
in the
come out of
lounge,
town.
Bugs Henderson.
Yeah, there you go. So, they know really how to please a crowd, don't they?
Yep, they do. They sure do, Rhodey.
Thank you, P1 and Ty Walker, for providing us with that.
I'm sorry, Mike.
I'll kill you.
Now, thank you to the P1. Thank you to the P1 who sent us this too, because I was not aware of this. Now, you have long made fun of the Chinese. Let's keep it steered towards these people of the Asian persuasion at this point.
What, I have?
Yeah, and you've done an impersonation of
No,
the
I
Chinese.
haven't.
You haven't?
No.
Okay, well, it's funny because we have a clip of you doing it back in your zoo days, and it's the exact same, that real cheap.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
So.
you're about to find out. So here is something that I labeled Chinese Mike. Now, again, this is way back in the day, and so you're going to hear crazy-voiced Mike on the zoo, and he's trying to tell the story of the Chinese New Year, and just listen to just all this little Chinese New Year's going along here, everybody.
sky, you know?
Well, anyway, it's 8:52 right now.
And this is a big day for the Chinese. You know, it is New Year's Day, day one of the year of the Rat 4682, and our LA, which we don't have here.
On Fitzhugh, right?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
And anyway, he fills us in from Peking.
The sort of year of the rat emphasis is rather played down. They do tend to regard it to a Lunar New Year aspect, which didn't stop people coming out in their millions last night at the stroke of midnight and letting off some of the 600 million fireworks that they brought into Peking, deafening noise. Well, superstition in the countryside has never died out and never will, so certainly not for centuries, whatever they try and do about it. You've got all the old double happiness signs up and the inscriptions on pieces of red paper, red being a good color in China, denoting happiness and good fortune. And out in the countryside, they will be feasting and drinking for a good 2 weeks.
Oh, sweetheart, it's the thought that counts.
New Year, and you don't mess with the New Year's Day.
Rhyner, take it easy.
Boy.
Wow.
Even Rhodey says,
Rhyner, take it easy,
it
okay?
dude.
That's Labella there.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
The voice of reason, apparently.
Dude, take it easy.
Oh, that's how it is. Oh, yeah. Oh.
New Year, and you don't mess with the New Year's Day.
Rhyner, take it easy. Happy Chinese New Year.
Yeah, so there you go with your parcel.
Rhyner, take it easy, all right?
Yeah. So, America, keep that gold coming. Keep that gold coming.
I hate you all. I hate everybody right now.
All right, now, we were on the air with old Ron Washington last week, and Ron is known for mixing up the English language in his own special way.
That's
the way baseball goes.
kindly put.
Yeah.
I just think that's the way my hair grows.
Yeah. He just forgets to add S's.
He knows exactly what he's capable of doing.
He just
All
forgets
right,
to
the one
add
before
S's.
that one was edited.
We don't know that for sure.
No,
we
we
can
do
never
too.
find that out.
We do
We'll
too.
never be able to find that
It was
out.
edited by
Texas Rangers
Shoopy.
today do what they do.
He has trouble with his
They did what they do. They did what they do.
subject, verb, subject, predicate agreement in a bad way. So the other day when we have him on the air, we asked him a question. I don't know what prompted it. We're getting ready to hear
Chris
it.
Davis, I believe.
But I just remember in the middle of it, thinking in my little brain as the hamster is running 100 miles an hour, that we are hearing pure Ron Washington gold.
And
He
our
is-
eyes met.
Oh, yeah. I looked at Danny like, oh, my gosh, I love you right now. So let's listen to Ron struggling with the English language.
Who surprised you most in spring training this year?
Well, I got to say Chris Davis. The potential that he shows is there, and he's more patient at the plate. He's centering balls better. He's staying out into left field with it, and that's what you have to do to be successful. I think Derek Holland is finally looking like he's maturing, along with Matt Harrison. They've been throwing the ball extremely well. Neftali is showing that his secondary stuff can be very good, and that's what we need to see. Ogando have showed us that he may have the stamina to go out there and go through 4, 5, 6 innings at a time.
That's 4.
Yeah, there were 4 right there. I mean, that's better than for me.
Mm-hmm. What was the first one? I go, he have to do, he look like, and he have showed.
Yeah.
But what was the first one?
It's at the very beginning.
Yeah.
Who surprised you most in spring training this year?
Well, I got to say Chris Davis. The potential that he shows is there.
Potential that he showed.
That he show, he have to do.
That's awesome, man.
He have showed. Oh, he's great.
Oh man, I do. I love him. He's going to end up being my favorite coach / manager ever.
Yep.
To come through here. He may top
You never
Barry.
know how Booty Hose is going to act.
Is going to act.
Is going to act. All right, so we played Chinese Mike. Now, Mike was just making some, off-the-cuff little impersonation that he thought was funny. There was a girl out at UCLA, I don't know if you guys have heard this audio yet, who is catching all kinds of hell from students, from people in the area, in the Westwood area, and especially people overseas, because she decided to get on YouTube. Now, this is a model over at UC, an aspiring model. And that's probably all she has going for her, because this is one of the dumber human beings I've heard in a while. And at first you listen to her, she's railing on the Asians that go to school there. And I'm thinking, man, because this was filmed on Saturday, so the day after the earthquake. And I'm thinking, all right, when I first heard this, I'm like, okay, well, she didn't know. And people are giving her hell because she wasn't aware at the time of what was going on.
Correct.
And then at the end, she finally comes clean, and she knows exactly what's going on. So this woman is the scourge of UCLA right now on all of the West Coast, and she is receiving death threats, and she is trying to, what I hear now is to get out of school completely and transfer because her life is being made hell because of her own doing.
Okay, so here at UCLA, it's finals week. So we know that I'm not the most politically correct person, so don't take this offensively. I don't mean it towards any of my friends. I mean it towards random people that I don't even know in the library. So, you guys are not the problem. The problem is these hordes of Asian people that UCLA accepts into our school every single year, which is fine. But if you're going to come to UCLA, then use American manners. So it used to really bug me.
How did she get into school? I often wonder that about girls in college. How did they actually get in there?
All girls?
A lot of them, yeah. Seriously, listen to this girl. This is one of the more prestigious schools.
If you talk to any boys that are 18 or 19 years old, they'll blow your mind.
Really?
Dude. Go to the Barley House just once.
You know how they do it? Because they know how to test. They know how to take SATs and all that stuff. That's how they do it.
I mean, this lady is a dope.
All right.
But it doesn't bother me anymore, the fact that all the Asian people that live in all the apartments around me, their moms and their brothers and their sisters and their grandmas and their grandpas and their cousins and everybody that they know that they brought along from Asia with them comes here on the weekends to do their laundry, buy their groceries, and cook their food for the week. It's seriously without fail. You will always see old Asian people running around this apartment complex every weekend. That's what they do. They don't teach their kids to fend for themselves. You know what they don't also teach them is their manners, which brings me to my next point. Hi. In America, we do not talk on our cell phones in the library. Where every 5 minutes, I will be, okay, not 5 minutes, say like 15 minutes. I'll be like deep into my studying, into my political science theories and arguments and all that stuff, getting it all down, like typing away furiously, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, when I'm about to like reach an epiphany, over here from somewhere, oh, Ching Chong Ling Long Ting Tong. Oh. Are you freaking kidding me? In the middle of finals. So being the polite, nice American girl that my mama raised me to be,
yeah,
I kind of just gave him what anybody else would do, that kind of like, you know, it's a library, like we're trying to study, thanks. And then it's the same thing 5 minutes later, but it's somebody else, you know. I swear they're going through their whole families, just checking on everybody from the tsunami thing. I mean, I know, okay, that sounds horrible. Like, I feel bad for all the people affected by the tsunami. But on everybody from...
All right, so she goes through this whole rant, all right? And if you're just watching it and you have no idea, no context whatsoever, you're thinking, all right, she's just mad at the Asians who live there and that are talking on their cell phones. She goes through 2 straight minutes of railing on Asians before she lets us in on the fact that she is very aware of what happened less than 24 hours earlier, where that country was decimated. And that's what... And she admits that, yeah, they're calling their family to check and see if they were affected by the tsunami.
But it's somebody else, you know. I swear they're going through their whole families, just checking on everybody from the tsunami thing. I mean, I know, okay, that sounds horrible. Like, I feel bad for all the people affected by the tsunami. But if you're going to go call your address book, like, you might as well go outside, because if something is wrong, you might really freak out if you're in the library and everybody's quiet. Like, you seriously should go outside if you're going to do that. So... thanks for listening. That was my rant. I just, even if you're not Asian, you really shouldn't be on your cell phone in the library, but I've just never seen that happen before, so thank you for listening, and have a nice day.
What a bitch. And you talk about ruining your life. Guess what? Alexandra Wallace. Your life is ruined for a while now, at least. Because this YouTube, it's not just audio. Anybody can go check this video out.
She's so dumb, even without the internet, she would have ruined it eventually.
Is it not amazing how the internet can ruin people now?
People ruin themselves.
Well, there's
the
no
internet's
doubt.
just a tool.
There's no doubt.
The internet just gives people who might be inclined to a chance to do something really stupid.
Right. And for everybody in the world to see it.
Now, she has apologized.
Can't wait for Tosh.0 to get a hold of this.
Oh, yeah. When will that be?
Thursday? When is he on, Groupie?
I think it's Thursdays at 9:30.
All right.
Is that the... Okay. All right. Well, yeah, she has apologized, and like I said, she's received death threats. And the UCLA police, obviously, and the Westwood police are looking over it. But she issued the typical apology. I'm so sorry. I just didn't realize that I was affecting anybody at that time. Mm-hmm. So dumb.
Gotta go.
All right, there's fun with real audio.
Good job, Corby.
It's very explosive.
It was worth it, if nothing more than that.
Right.
I'm going to kill you. All right, 5:37 here on the ticket.
Tomorrow morning on the Dunham and Miller Show, he's the head basketball coach at Oregon State. He's also the president's brother-in-law. Craig Robinson joins us at 9:35. So you wake up early with us, Dunham and Miller, the Great Gordo, from 5:30 to 10.
Sports Radio 1310, the ticket says, if there's grass on the field, then... Play ball! Play ball! Follow all of the...
You know, we have a parking garage, don't you, Mike?
I do know that.
Are you familiar with that garage?
I am.
Where?
It's about 50 to 60 yards away from our building.
It feels like a quarter of a mile.
To some, clearly it does. And there's also a parking garage right underneath our building, which we're not allowed to park in unless it's dire straits.
Or diarrhea.
Storms.
Or you're the Musers.
Or Traffic Girl. Or
Traffic
Dan Bennett.
Girl.
Or Cat.
Yeah, look, people of power
We
get
pay their effing salaries, and we don't get a downstairs parking garage
No,
spot?
we don't. We have to park far away.
You could lose a leg and park down there if you want. It's pretty primo down there.
Really?
Justin.
I'd say it's worth it. It's pretty great.
Okay. What is this?
Way to go, Danny. Way to go.
I didn't know this.
Justin, I'm glad you're here with your leg, because this is really going to upset the likes of you.
You mean he makes jokes about this?
Yeah, he does.
This is material for it?
Uh-huh, it is. So,
I've always been kind of self-conscious around him.
Oh, shut up.
It's like
So
the only
anyway-
thing I got going for me, Mike.
So we have the garage. We have the underground garage. We're in the 50-yard away garage, the P1 parking garage.
Yes.
But then there is the Bayless parking lot.
You are ridiculous, by the way. All right, go ahead. Tell your dumb story.
I'm posting a photo on Twitter of Danny's new parking spot. I pull into work today, parking completely legal.
No, you're not.
I am.
Oh, my God. You're in like 6 fire lanes, blocking traffic. There's handicap paintings all over the ground, and you're just taking up 6 handicap spots.
Well, anyway,
you see, he won't even acknowledge.
as I'm walking to the service entrance door with the rest of the servants who work here, here comes his pimped out Volvo going about 100 right on my ass.
Boy, it is pimped out, too.
Oh, yeah, it is.
That thing is two-tone and everything.
It's silver.
What
And-
color is the back hatch?
Silver?
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
You got a black door on there somewhere.
Everyone go on to Twitter and you can check out exactly where Danny enjoys parking these days. It is the most obnoxious parking spot
That
ever.
looks photoshopped almost.
He parks 1 inch from the door. It's not even
just today.
It's not even a fire lane. It's like a sidewalk. that he pulled up on.
He turned around and looked at me like, what in the hell are you doing? And the only reason I did it is because I saw you walking up there. And I parked there for 10 minutes.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Is that not great?
Hell. He's up on the sidewalk.
I told you.
I don't care.
No, you don't care.
I do what I want.
That's so
what are you doing here?
Funny. It does look photoshopped. Yep, and there he pulled up.
That's the opposite of a parking space.
He is on the building.
Did you leave your car illegally parked?
No, I'm in the garage.
When did you move to the garage? You didn't.
No, he didn't. He hadn't been outside the building.
Yeah, I did.
Corby? Don't lie to me. Oh, he went and got coffee.
Oh.
She's in the garage.
Okay, so am I.
Yeah.
Where I always park. Today was different.
Boy, was it ever.
All right.
Let's see. We got a lot of stuff to get to here today. We have a basketball family feud to discuss coming up here in just a little bit. At 5:10, we got a movie review.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of Ranger talk as the Rangers have wrapped things up in their series with Clee. And didn't go well over these last 24 hours. This is the 20th anniversary of something that if you were at or if you watched, you probably weren't at it, but it's very likely that you did watch it. And you saw something pretty horrific that I'll bet has stayed with you. We'll get into that at 5:50. We'll have community quick hits at 6:10. And E-News will be coming up at 4:30 today. Right now, though, 3:39 here on the ticket.
Some guy said I would have parked closer, but your bag was in the way.
I touch myself
Which it is.
all of the time, wondering what is on Mike's mind. I rub myself all of the time, wondering what is on Mike's mind. I squeeze myself all of the time, wondering what is on Mike's mind. I bleed myself all of the time, wondering what is on Mike's mind. What's on your mind, Mike? Is it me?
Continue your story and don't worry about me needing fruit. Can you eat fruit?
Earlier in the show, we told the tale of Danny eschewing the parking garage that we typically park in. And he was doing a bit.
He was doing what?
Eschewing.
There's no way that's a word.
And he was doing a bit, and he saw me walking back. So just imagine we're right here by the American Airlines Center, and there's a service entrance, which Danny and I typically will park on the street. Mm-hmm. We'll walk in to the back service entrance. We'll do our meeting. We'll walk back out. We'll go to lunch or whatever, and then we'll move
our car in the garage.
Put the car in the garage. But for about 15, 20 minutes, we'll leave it outside where it is illegal to park.
It's kind of a fire lane, but
it is. But we're only there for a few minutes.
No, we usually park in the Uber drop-off, and it's not even being used right now because of there's no event. We're out of season. Anyway, go ahead.
So anyway, Danny sees me walking up from where I parked, and him doing a bit, he pulls up onto the walkway.
Onto the sidewalk, because there's an incline separation between where the curbs end, and then you can actually ramp up and get onto the sidewalk.
Right.
And it's there for a reason, so people can drop things off.
Yeah, like trucks.
It's functional, yeah. So I just
if the Stars have an event in the plaza, they'll pull everything that way. Well,
so I just roll in and drive right behind you as you're walking into the back door, and I just end up leaving the car there.
Right, just parks it right there. And it's a really funny photo. But anyway, we were laughing about it.
Corby tweets the photo.
Yes.
Yes.
And then it started from there.
So this was at 2 o'clock. You tweet the photo. I moved the car at about 2:20.
I didn't tweet the photo until 3:30.
Oh, you took the photo at 2 o'clock and tweeted it an hour and a half later. By that time, it was, at that point, the car had been moved for an hour and a half. The tweet had just gone out. I was only parked there for 15 minutes, but somebody in the building saw your tweet at 3:45 or 3:50 or whenever it was, or 3:30, and sent your picture They didn't go out and even look to see if the car was still there. They copied your tweeted picture to our office manager, Farah, who sent a company-wide email wondering whose car this was, and if they didn't move it, it was about to get towed.
Meanwhile, it had been moved for 2 hours.
Yes, and I replied all to the company. I said this email would be highly relevant had the car not only been parked there for 15 minutes, but removed 2 hours ago. By the way, you need to photo credit Corby's Twitter for the picture.
And then people have been like roaming the halls. You got a phone call.
Oh, she called here. She called in the Cat's office wondering where I was and that I needed to move my car. And I'm like, it's been gone. It's in the parking garage, and it has been. Nobody did any investigative work on their own. They just looked at your Twitter photo and assumed that I was just going to leave it there until the cows came home.
You had Smokey Rivers walk in there.
I just
and
had a 10-minute conversation with Smokey Rivers near the restroom about my car.
That's awesome.
I just thought I'd let you know.
Haven't talked to him yet. But there is a funny, and I hope this becomes a ticket meme. Somebody's photoshopped my car and now put it into different places. The most recent one that I've seen is it's blocking the ambulance entrance at an emergency room.
It's
a good bit.
The gaudiest photo ever. You were parked 1/4 inch from a service door in a high-rise building.
Yeah, so I don't have to walk far.
Right.
I think it's pretty gangster.
No, it is. It is. You're clearly way ahead of the curve on this one.
Damn gangster. All right.
All right.
So I want to test out a new character that I will now call Bad Analogy Guy.
Okay.
And Bad Analogy Guy, it's incredibly simple. He just brings up a sports point and says it's like, or it's kind of like this. Except the analogies aren't analogies. They make no sense. Like, none.
Well, like reading Bill Simmons.
I think worse than Bill Simmons. Now, here's another thing about Media Day today. I noticed that you, Mike, me, Gordon, Donnie, Craig, that we all were hovering around that one area where there was about 10 practice squad to bottom of the roster. Bottom, guys.
Bottom.
And it was just, we were rotating.
Right.
Because those were the only people that were there that we could talk to because it was so crowded.
Yeah, all of the action sort of schooled down at that end of the arena.
Right. So I found a guy. Oh, and there's another thing that's new this year. They're wearing jumpsuits.
Yes, with their numbers on them.
So in past years they always wear their uniform, their actual jersey. And sometimes they'd they'd always wear their football pants. They'd come out in full uni.
They would.
Well, now they come out in these jumpsuits like you'd see in Tron or something like that. And so it looked really different. So you couldn't tell who any of these guys were.
And one other thing we should mention, probably everybody is onto this by now, but just for the benefit of those who are not, in case you're wondering why we didn't interview Tom Brady or Gronk or Julian Edelman or anybody like that.
Danny Amendola.
Yeah, Danny Amendola or anybody like that.
Anyone you've heard of.
Yeah. What they do is they take the 10 or so most well-known, popular players, the ones everybody are going to want to talk to, they put them on podiums, and you gather around them and fight for space. And they're well separated, so they're not in any kind of danger or discomfort or anything. They're just sitting up there on a podium with their arms folded and just listening to what people may throw at them and giving them answers.
Right.
But they don't make themselves accessible to you if you don't want to fight through that. And for the type of thing we do, that does us no good.
You need one-on-one action.
Right.
Right, which is, God, it's hard to do. But so here we go. Here is the first foray, Michael, into Bad Analogy Guy. All right, so name, number, college.
Deontay Skinner, number 44, Mississippi State University. Bulldog, huh?
Yeah.
Proud?
Oh, yeah. No doubt.
All right. How big is this game mentally for you guys, or is this just like a typical, breakfast buffet?
No, this is a big game. I mean, this is what every, man dream of, going to the big stage. So it's a big game. They what you work hard for all year for, and everybody's, really prepared, excited, and going to take this game very, very serious to us. So it's a big game to us.
It seems like Coach Belichick, has got you guys headed in the right direction as far as, mentally. Always has been that way. But I'm assuming still, when you win this game, if you win this game, it'll be the major highlight of your career. It's not going to be like another trip to the gyno.
No. Yeah, Coach Belichick does a great job, preparing mentally and physically. So winning this game will mean everything to us. Not only just coach, but everything to the organization.
Hey, both these teams, there's so much history there, and especially in the last decade or so with you guys in the last couple of years with Seattle. I mean, you're both kind of playing for history. It's like Otis on Andy Griffith almost.
Yeah. I mean, Super Bowl every year is,
Yeah,
just like Otis on Andy Griffith.
Yeah.
You compared to winning the Super Bowl to a breakfast buffet.
Breakfast.
Or just another trip to the gyno.
I mean, you're both kind of playing for history. It's like Otis on Andy Griffith almost.
Yeah. I mean, Super Bowl every year is, it's history. It's another game going down. You got two great teams in the game that work hard all year. So, it's going to be a tough one for each team. So, just a big game to everybody.
The styles of these two teams, it's awesome to watch the different styles that you guys both have. I mean, it's like, I would say Lena Horne and Ann Margaret.
Well, the style, I would say, these two teams.
I have no idea who that is.
Both teams are tough, physical, mentally does everything, try to want to do things the right way. We both have a great coach, and I just feel like the better team on Sunday is going to win. The style is pretty much similar, but it's all about who goes out and execute and do their job.
Hey, you guys, I'm assuming, are grounded, and I'm sure Coach keeps you grounded as much as possible. Or does he? Or are you guys like snakeskin boots on the Autobahn?
Coach does a great job of what he do. Either with grounded, it doesn't matter. Everybody follows him. Whatever he says goes. So
he's hearing me. He's answering these questions.
Yeah, and you can tell he's wondering, but boy, he's been coached up.
God.
He's got his answers.
Either with grounded, it doesn't matter. Everybody follows him. Whatever he says goes. So we just listen to coach, and whatever he want done, we get it done.
Does the team, are you from Mississippi?
Yeah, I'm from Mississippi.
So, you have probably been in the Boston area that long, but, does the team kind of reflect the attitude of the city, or is that, comparing anal leakage to pears?
The team, pretty much everybody follows the team. The team does a great job at what we do. So I feel like if we, everybody's doing their job, leaders to others. So I feel like as long as everything going good, Coach got us in the right mindset. So I feel like we're gonna work hard and get the job done.
Was Coach Mullen different than Coach Belichick? As far as the way that he would try to prepare you guys, or is that like moderate to severe Crohn's?
I feel like they both coaches, they do a great job of what they do. They have a great job, and I feel like we all believe in it. I believe in him, and I believe in Bill. So it's all about just working hard and getting your job done.
All right, buddy. I appreciate the time. Good luck. Thank you.
Moderate to severe Crohn's. I'll never use the apples to oranges analogy ever again because I'm replacing it with anal leakage to pears. God. And he just fought through it, man. Does he even hear it? Does he really hear it? No.
Yes, he does. He answered the question, so he hears it.
I think he did. And I think he was taken aback by a few of them. Not enough to where he would break. But I think he was definitely taken aback. Just for a tick. He's really been coached up, man. He was good.
Yeah, their media guy did a great job with him. Who was that?
Hang on.
Deontay Skinner, number 44, Mississippi State University.
Deontay Skinner.
Okay.
Number 44. Well, there you go.
Wow.
There's bad analogy, guys.
I love that, man. I love that.
Good stuff, Corby.
That is one awesome debut there.
This is not working out very well at all. All right. So here's another running gag we have going on at spring training every year. The story of Sammy.
Yeah. You can go and explain who Sammy is.
Sammy is whoever happens to be working the driveway to get in here and checking credentials and whatnot. Corby has decided that whoever that is, his name is going to be Sammy.
Mm-hmm. Now, these are guys that are all in their 70s and 80s, and they're just retirees who are looking to volunteer and have a good day.
Mm-hmm. Just get out in the sun, have a little something to do. Maybe they pay them a little something, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe they let them into the game, do that for a few hours, and you get to come in here and watch the game. Who knows what the deal is for them. But you have named every one of them Sammy, regardless of whether or not that's their name or not.
And Mike and I are very uncomfortable with this. This is not a gag that I'm a fan of.
Why?
Because it makes me feel bad for the dude.
Yeah, I mean, he's just trying to have a little fun, get out and be with people and stuff like that, and you come along and cheapen his entire existence by calling him Sammy.
And one of these days, I'm telling you, one of these Sammys is going to be a salty old dog that might have appeared on a season of Deadliest Catch, and he's not going to put up with your smart lip. And you're going to get backhanded like you deserve to be, because what you're doing right now is being disrespectful to the elderly.
I am not. I'm having a good time. I guarantee you they remember me more than they do any other jackwagon who passes through there.
Yeah, because when you drive away, they're thinking of things that they should have said and not ways that they would have liked to have kicked your ass.
I don't agree with any of this.
All right, now, to add to all of this, yesterday, as we approach the gate and approach this day's Sammy, in addition to all of that, add in, if you will, Tales of Brave Ulysses by Cream.
Just jamming.
Just cranked.
Yeah.
Absolutely cranked. Now, we don't have any of that on tape.
No,
we were not
don't.
rolling on that.
No.
Tried to, but it was a pilot error.
We got, we got shook down pretty hard by that Sammy because we didn't have any credentials. We were going to pick him up, and he didn't want us without credentials to be able to park anywhere or get past him.
Yeah, the first day here is the tough day for that.
Right.
If you get past that, then you're usually good, although we'll find out more about that tomorrow.
And our whole conundrum was, we need to get our credentials, and we can show you our credentials.
That's the rub, and they, some of them understand that, some of them
don't. So Corby gets out his driver's license, and he goes, well, what are you going to do with that? You show me you know how to operate a motor vehicle. Great.
Yeah, now what?
Yeah.
Yeah, they usually want some sort of business card. Well, not only do we not have them, we probably wouldn't carry them even if we did.
Right.
Thankfully, you had an old World Series credential from last year.
Yeah, you wanted to see some sort of identification that would peg us
other than a driver's license.
Yeah, that would peg us as media type.
Yes.
So, yeah, I showed him a World Series media credential and a NBA Finals credential, and he was like, okay, go ahead.
Well, he's been the only victim of being Sammy that's put up a little bit of a fight. Most of them just kind of put up with it and just let you go on your way.
I'm not a jerk.
A little bit. We're about to hear it.
I'm not mean to these people.
Michael,
you guys act like I'm mean.
You're not mean to them. You're just being an a-hole. That's all.
Yeah, you're being a little snot.
Right.
And it makes me realize and imagine what it must have been like to be your parent when you were a little kid.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Well,
and you know what? You got two of them. Two of them at your house right now.
I know.
Just wait, buddy.
Oh, I know.
What goes around comes around in this world.
Yeah.
That's what I hear.
Anyway, let's listen to today's episode with Sammy.
Now, this is when we're pulling up to Sammy, today's Sammy. And yesterday we had Tales of Brave Ulysses cranked, and I wanted another classic rock song, and this is the only one that I could find on the radio.
In a pinch.
And it sucked.
right.
Why not?
See, you're already egging it on.
I know, I'm laughing.
Yeah, Sammy!
Yeah, it's all fun and games until he's actually at your window. Then I just want to crawl into the floorboard.
Yeah. And it's loud, as you can hear. I have it cranked
It's
to
blasting.
50.
Yeah.
Is this the same Sammy?
No.
The same guy?
No.
We're in line waiting because he's got to wave other people through, and I'm noticing that this isn't the same Sammy.
But this is a Sammy that we recognize from last year.
Yes, an older, I don't know. He looked to be about late 70s.
No. This guy from last year.
Yeah. Sammy, how's it going, buddy? Doing good. Good to see you. Who we playing here? What's going on? At this point, there's an entire team of minor leaguers walking across like cattle.
Yeah, like ducks.
Yes, they're the minor leaguers of the Padres, too.
Is that who it was?
Yeah.
In the meantime, I just can't get past the fact that Roger Hogston's just blowing harp in the background the entire time.
Who we playing here? What's going on?
6 games.
6 games?
Minors and
Really?
yeah.
You don't get any green around here? Little herb? Little bud?
Bud Light. What? Bud.
Budweiser.
I'll tell you, yeah, Bud.
I said Bud Light. Yeah, Tractor Trailer just left.
Oh, it did?
Oh. $8 a bottle.
Oh, good Lord.
I quit.
Yeah, it's worth it.
What?
How they hanging, Sammy?
You're such a jerk.
That's when we drove off.
How are they hanging, Sammy?
First, I asked him if he had any pot on him.
Yeah, green, herb, or bud. What are you asking me? Bud Light? I was like, yes, Budweiser. That's what we're asking for is Budweiser. Go back to that.
Oh, God.
A bottle.
Oh, good Lord. Hang on.
What? Bud.
You get any green around here? Little herb? Little bud?
Bud Light. What? Bud.
Budweiser.
I'll tell you, yeah, Bud. Listen to you. Budweiser. Yes!
Well, he had to. You had him so confused, his head was spinning.
I needed pot, okay?
You're going to get it
Until
from
you said,
Sammy.
Yeah. Until you said Bud,
Dude, I got
and
friends
threw
back,
a little something out there that he could
to
grab
you.
onto. You had that guy's head spinning.
Poor guy. What? Bud Light, huh? I would have loved it if you said, well, how much you want? Pull over here on the side.
Yeah.
What do you want, like a nickel, dime, quarter?
Don't say it out loud here, but yeah.
Yeah,
I got
then all of a
plenty
sudden the
Bud.
scene from Shameless or something breaks out.
Right.
Where he's buying pot from Sammy.
Get any green around here? Little herb? Little bud?
Bud Light. What? Bud.
Budweiser.
I'll tell you, yeah, Bud. Budweiser.
Bud Light. Yeah, Tractor Trailer just left.
Oh, it did? Oh.
$8 a bottle.
Oh, good Lord.
I quit.
Yeah, it's worth it. How they hanging, Sammy?
You're such a jerk.
God.
And that's when Mike drops the D word.
Yeah, what a D. What a D.
Yep.
Got that one.
The same one. You got to.
All right.
Damn it, Corby.
Sorry.
You can let it play now.
Sorry, you called me the D word again. Why are you doing that? Why
You
do
only
you
did it
cuss?
once.
This is what you are.
No, he did it twice.
No,
twice.
you went back from the. Oh, okay. Well, you
I
still went back to the-
edited the
twice.
first one.
Okay.
I did the first one. I didn't realize the second one was there. Didn't listen that
The
long.
second
into
one
it.
was for emphasis because that's what he was being.
Was I?
A little bit.
Yeah.
That's why people hate you.
Poor Sammy.
Well, I like to have a good time with
Hey, Sammy, you got any bud, little green, some herb? Trying to be that little
Trying to be so
punk.
cool and everything.
Yeah, and he, what, Bud Light, what? Did you hear him say it's $8 a bottle, that's why he quit?
Yeah, that's why I quit.
It's too expensive.
Damn it. Pull over here. I got a trash bag full of weed for you.
He told you he'd so had it with you. He just told you to go on through.
Yes. So yeah, I win. I end up winning. Look, if you guys want to drive and not talk to Sammy, fine. But if you want me to drive, which I've been assigned the driver.
Yes.
Do you not want to drive? I'll drive.
No. I like to drive too, but it's every day. It's Sammy. Okay, we got to have a little fun with him, and you get a giggle out of it. I know you do.
No, I don't.
You don't.
I'm mortified.
You are not.
I am too. I'm embarrassed because pretty soon I'm Sammy. All right, $6.50 on the ticket.